Hey parents, today we're going to look at adding on a number line. I've got two fractions that we're going to add together. First we have 4/5, and then we're going to add to that 3/5. So as you can see, most students are going to be given a number line. Occasionally they may be asked to create their own number line. But the first thing they need to do is they need to label the part to their number line. So using the denominator, we know that the number line has to be divided up into parts of the fifths. So here, after 0, we would have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and of course our 1 would be 5/5. Then we would have 6/5, and a lot of our students already realize that that's equivalent to 1 1/5, 7/5, which is 1 2/5, 8/5, which is 1 3/5, 9/5, which is 1 4/5, and then our 2, which would be 1 5/5, the 5/5 equaling 1, 1 plus 1 being 2. And then here, we would also have, this is 10/5 because 10 divided by 5 is 2. Then we would go to 11/5, which now our whole number would be 2, and we would start over with our fifths, so 2 1/5, 12/5, 2 2/5, 13/5, 2 3/5, 14/5, which is 2 4/5, and our 3 would be 15/5 because, 15/5, which is 15 divided by 5, which is 3, or 2 5/5. Now the students know that they can't leave the 5/5 the way it is, so they'd have to change it to 3. So we're going to put our first point on 4/5 because that's the amount that we have. So it's just going to be a really light point. To that, we're going to add the 3/5. So we add 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. Easily we can see that our answer here would be 7/5, and that would also be equivalent to 1 2/5. Looking at the subtraction side of that, now we have 3 as our denominator, so our fraction line, our number line is broken up into thirds. So here we would have 1/3, 2/3, our 1 would be 3/3, 4/3, which is also 1 1/3, 5/3, which is also 1 2/3, and here we would have 6/3, which 6 divided by 3 gives us our 2. And then we would have 7/3, which now our whole number is 2. This is also 1 3/3 here. So now we have, we need a 2. So we would have 2 1/3. Here we would have 8/3, and that's what we need, 2 2/3. And here we would have 3, which would be 9/3 because 9 divided by 3 is 3, 2 3/3. It's really important that they understand that all of these things can be equivalent to one another. I'm not going to go out any further because I have what I need. I have my 8/3, so I'm going to start right there with a very light dot because that's what I have. I'm going to take from my 8/3 5/3, so now I need to move the opposite way on my number line. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3. So I've taken my 5/3 from my 8/3, and I can easily see that here that my answer would be 3/3, which is equivalent to 1. I hope this video has helped. If you have any other questions for us, just let us know. Thank you.